Hi, and welcome to the History of the Keeper. I'm Hearts, and I will be your guide today. Before we begin, I want to point out that the old dude on the left here is the famous fake-out model from before the official Keeper was put into the game. Now, who is the Keeper? He's this little guy. He's got coin health. He starts with wooden nickel. He has triple shot. He's cool as hell, and I like him a lot. When was he introduced? He was introduced on November 13th, 2015. This character was released after the community completed one of the most crazy ARGs I've ever seen for a game. What is an ARG, you ask? An ARG is an augmented reality game. Basically, it's an Easter egg created by the dev of a game outside of the game itself. The Keeper's ARG can be broken down into three separate parts: Generosity, The Lost Boys, and Isaac's Body. Generosity these days is known as an achievement you receive when you reach 999 coins on the greed machine. But the first time it was implemented, it was originally the first step in this ARG. When it launched on November 4th, 2014, the greed machine would always jam at 109, a reference to the Lost ARG, which I will cover later. A few days later, this was fixed, and the machine would go all the way to 999 coins like the community expected. During this time, a few other things were discovered, including some graphical oddities when looking at various money-related items in the item collection. Once enough people achieved Generosity, the Steam achievement icon changed to the image left of the Lost. Taking the number of pixels in each line created an ASCII code. ASCII is a computer language. I can't explain it more than that, honestly. Using the code on Imager.com led the community to the image of the Lost on the left. Part 2, The Lost Boys. Putting the image along with some cryptic hints from Edmund's Twitter together made people realize it was a reference to the movie The Lost Boys, and the next clue was on the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, one of my personal favorite places in the world. One November 13th, 2015, a community member went to the hinted location and discovered a missing poster resembling the in-game trinket. The phone number, while torn off, was quickly deduced to 109, again a reference to the Lost ARG. On the back of the poster it said, "God is Spirit," a reference to John 4:24 in the Bible. Calling 424-444 0109 would direct the caller to a voicemail with some language reversed. While unscrambled, it said, "Hello Isaac, I am your father. I know what you came for, but I need you to hear you ask me." Community members left voicemails with possible answers to this riddle, eventually finding the right answer. This same day, PC Gamer released an interview wherein they asked Edmund about any hints he could give for the ARG, and he responded, "Bring a shovel." Finally, on the evening of the 13th, the voicemail was replaced with another slightly scrambled message. This time, the message said, "Christ calls. Generous gods don't guide history forever. Knowledge grows. His final form ends beyond greed. We need to go deeper." With some help from Edmund, you can see on the right that the letters from "we almost revealed more evil, right?" spells warmer. The community did the same to the voicemail and then changed the words from the message in alphanumeric code, revealing a GPS coordinate. Part 3, Isaac's Body. These coordinates directed people to a building in Santa Ana, California, numbered 109 once more. At around midnight on the 13th, a group of 6 community members went to the building and looked around for change, which had been hinted by Edmund on Twitter, as you can see there. After digging where they found the change, they discovered this little guy. The writing on the statue hinted at a few things. One, the coordinates had hinted at a Twitter page. This was found to be a page called I am Isaac's Body, as you can see hinted on the back of the head there, with a password of Isaac is dead, also hinted. And then 2, it gave them another hint called Give Me a Voice. They had to give Isaac a voice, which they did by tweeting a number of times. The account password was quickly changed, and the account tweeted the image on the right. This game was shortly updated, and the game finally allowed you to unlock the Keeper. Now, you may be wondering why this ARG was so obtuse, and all of you know the item data miner, right? It's not a well-liked item. This item was added because IRL data miners messed up the original Lost ARG for the community, and Ed was super mad. When the Lost ARG was originally released, data miners took 109 hours to crack it, hence the 109 hints everywhere in the Keeper ARG. If you want to know more about this, watch my short on the history of the Lost. Thank you so much for watching. Special thanks to user Scutia on Twitter for compiling all this information. You can follow me on any of these social media platforms, TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.